And the reason I use a knife like this is because you want to avoid heating up the butter and melting it, because if you melt the butter, it gives the pastry a sort of fatty texture and taste, and it just spoils it. So that's why this cold weather is good for making pastry. So the object is to handle the pastry as little as possible. The other reason is that if you handle the flour and work the flour, then you work the gluten in the flour and make it tougher. You make the pastry tough. And the idea is to have the pastry as short as possible, a sort of melt in the mouth texture and very crumbly and light. And for that you want to work the flour as little as possible. And now we're ready to start rubbing in, and that is where you just rub your fingers and thumbs together and let the fragments just fall through the air like this until they gradually get smaller and smaller. And you're just very lightly and briskly rubbing in like that, rubbing the fat into the flour. And we've got two kinds of fat, butter and lard. Lard for shortness, butter for taste. If you just make it with all lard, it's very short, but the taste won't be as good. Butter gives it very rich taste, rich buttery taste. You can make it with all butter as well, of course, if you want. The proportions I've used for this pastry for mince pies is 6 ounces of flour to 3 of butter, 1 of lard. So a ratio of 6 flour to 4 fat, which is a high fat ratio. I mean, you can really, the higher the better, really, for taste. But it's a question of keeping the pastry strong enough as well. Okay?